The following is a production of Frank DeFreitas and the Internet Webmuseum of Holography.
Hello everyone, this is Frank DeFreitas and welcome to another week of HoloTalk for the week of March 1st, 1999. And happy March to you. Let's hope spring gets here soon. This week we have a special broadcast featuring holographic sound, and we have a few clips that you can download and listen to also on the HoloTalk page. And in case you're one of those listeners that tunes out quickly, I would like to say to you that the clips sound best in headphones. So if you have headphones that you can hook into your computer to listen to the file, all the better. So we're going to get back more on that and the story of holographic sound in a few minutes. I was in contact with Steve Michael, and I just wanted to make a report and pass a report along to you from him that the split beam hologram that he was referring to in his last report was actually a H1 to H2 transfer. So he made a laser transmission hologram and did the transfer onto a white light reflection copy using his laser pointer. So that's very, very exciting news. A few new items at HoloWorld at the website. There's now a laser pointer forum where you can post questions or have discussions on using laser pointers to create holography. I know this is a very new field, almost a sub-field of holography it looks like it's turning into. And I thought it would be a good idea for people to have an opportunity to log on and share some of their ideas, some of their processing techniques, what works, what doesn't. And a forum is a wonderful way for individuals to get together, no matter what the distance is between us, and exchange ideas and comments, suggestions, etc. So we have a forum at the HoloWorld site. Just look for the link and it will take you right there. And if you want to get into one of the discussions, just click on one of the discussions and you can add a reply. Or if you have a topic that you would like to start of your own, a brand new topic, you can also do that at the forum as well. On the link page, I have a new search feature. And what this search feature does is it goes out and it sends a query to all of the top search engines on the Internet, and then it compiles your results into one response. Now this is according to keywords, and if you hold your mouse button down over the box, you will see a long list of keywords that you can send to the search engines for your search. The top keywords are for holography, and if you scroll down, there are also keywords that are more related specifically to lasers. So for lasers and holography, this is a wonderful feature, and it will allow you to get information on the specific areas according to the keywords that you're interested in. And all the keywords are cross-referenced to lasers and holography for on-topic results. So try that out and let me know how that works for you. The Mensa 25th Anniversary Conference, that's coming up this Saturday, March 6th. At the Holiday Inn Conference Center in Tinton Falls, New Jersey. The hotel is sold out. There's no more room at the inn, as they say. This is wonderful news. I'm very excited about going there and doing the keynote presentation on Saturday night, which begins at 7:30 p.m. And it is $10 if you want to get just into the keynote address on Saturday night. I believe it's $35 or maybe $50 if you want to attend. It runs for several days if you want to attend several days. But if you have any questions, send me an email. And if you're a HoloTalk listener, I'd love to meet you Saturday night if you want to come out. And we're going to have some great holograms there. The holograms from Steve Michael will be on display. Holograms from John Clayer, who was on HoloTalk not too many weeks ago, actually. He's the person who goes down into the caves and creates holograms in caves. So you're going to be able to see his cave holograms there as well. Ronnie Anderson from Norway has sent very, very beautiful laser pointer holograms that he made. And they're going to be on display as well as my own holograms that I've made here that you've seen probably so many times on the website, when you're looking at the laser pointer holography pages, you can come out and see those holograms firsthand. Saturday night, March 6th, 7:30 p.m. at the Holiday Inn Conference Center in Tinton Falls, New Jersey. It's very easy to reach if you're on the North-South Expressway. I don't have the exit handy right here. I'm sorry. I think it may be, don't quote me on this, I think it may be exit 115. And just as you go through the toll booth, which is 25 cents, I believe, you go to the stoplight, make a right, and Holiday Inn is right there. So it's very easy to reach in the New Jersey, New York area. Okay, holographic sound. Many years ago, maybe about 10 years or more, a friend of mine brought a tape over by a man named Zuccarelli from Zuccarelli Holophonics Laboratories, in which it showed a new concept on recording sound holographically. And it was very, very impressive. And now it's also available on CD. I will have a link to that on the HoloTalk page where you can go to the Holophonics website. And I've contacted someone. I sent an email to Holophonics to see if we could get one of their representatives on the HoloTalk show. And I just did that today because I didn't even know they had a website. I know several weeks ago I was looking for Holophonics website and nothing came up. So I think it may be a brand new site. In any case, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about holographic sound this week, and you'll have an opportunity to download several of the samples and listen to them in your headphones. It's an incredible experience, and we're going to do that in just a minute, right after this message.
Would you like to make your own one-of-a-kind hologram and learn how you can start making holograms on your own at the same time? You can do this and much more by attending one of Frank DeFreitas' holography workshops. From beginner to advanced, Frank's got a workshop that's just right for you. From single afternoon, evening, or weekend introductory workshops to Wednesday evening, 5-week complete courses. And don't forget his newest workshop, Laser Pointer Holography. Located just off the northeast extension of the Pennsylvania Turnpike and Interstate 78, the studio is a quick, non-stop drive from the New York, Philadelphia, and Baltimore, Washington, D.C. areas. For more information, call the studio's toll-free hotline at 1-800-458-3525 and begin your own journey with holography today. That's 1-800-458-3525 for more information on attending a Frank DeFreitas holography workshop today.
Welcome back, folks. What I'm going to do is I have printed out a few pages from the Holophonics website which explains the process of holographic sound, and I'm going to read those to you. And what we're seeing here, folks, is the possibility of someday having a marriage of these two technologies. You've got holography, which is a visual medium, and now holographic sound, which you can listen to. And the day will come when you will be able to experience both of these together. For instance, someone may be holographically projected into your room, and when they speak, instead of the sound sounding like it's coming out of speakers somewhere on the side of the room or wherever you happen to have your speakers placed, the voice will actually emanate right from the person's vocal cords inside their body. And as they move around the room three-dimensionally, because there'll be a holographic figure, the voice will travel with them. I've listened to this disc. There are quite a few samples that are on this disc. Let's see how many are on here. Actually 26. A combination of sound clips and also music. A wonderful fireworks display. I've chosen two of them for you, the Matchbox Shake and the Haircut Hair Dryer, which are short clips. And I've done this basically because of the download time. I had to use very high quality compression in order to make these files sound and work as good as they should. So I didn't want to have anyone having an hour download time, so I picked two of the shortest samples that are on the disc for you to experience. And there is a link to the Holophonics website if you'd like to go over and experience a little bit more. I think they have a few clips over there, and also the availability of ordering this CD through the mail. And it's just an example that holography really is all around us. We see holographic images, holograms. Some of you have only experienced holograms on your credit cards, and others have had the opportunity of going to a gallery or a museum and seeing larger display holograms. And we sort of get into this rut, if you will, that this is the only thing about holography, and that's not true at all. The holograms themselves are very simple physical manifestations of the larger, more encompassing universe as hologram model. There are theories that the brain functions holographically, and also that the universe itself is structured holographically. And the holographic thought process, if you're able to think in holographic terms, brings you in tune with the world and the universe. And as the season goes on, we're going to have additional shows that deal with other aspects of holography as well, besides just holographic imaging. So, back to holographic sound. And I'm reading now. The holophonics technique is unique because highest quality sound with full spatial effect can be recorded without the use of traditional microphones. The technology is based on a new understanding of the physiology of human hearing, and this new knowledge is utilized in the recording process. Holophonics is based on the hypothesis that we do not perceive sound in a passive manner, with the sound waves impacting our eardrums and our brain, computing characteristics and location from the frequency, intensity, and arrival time at each ear. Instead, the technology is based on the premise that the human ear generates its own reference tone, which interferes with incoming sounds to create the necessary spatial information for analysis by the brain. It is the interference between external sounds and the reference tone that provides the brain with spatial information. If external sounds are tape recorded with synthesized reference sounds, the brain provides its own second reference beam. Like a laser beam shining through a hologram, it decodes, reproducing the original ambient conditions. Consider the sphere of human aural perception as being divided into millions of minute points of awareness, and think of these points as all being different color, with each color relating to a different position that the brain could instantly identify through reception of the colors. The hue of sounds coming from behind the listener would differ from the sounds arriving in front, and the brain can then perceive direction independent of intensity or phase information. The holophonics technology replicates this new definition of the hearing process. Holophonics recordings are based in the interaction between the sound of reality and the reference tone. A listening device has been developed which encodes spatial information resulting from the encounter of the reference tone with incoming sounds. These interference patterns represent accurate spatial information, as well as the incoming sound itself. The listening device has been named, and its construction is based on the understanding of the human hearing system. It's actually named Ringo. To record, Ringo is placed in the desired position and connected to a standard recording or broadcasting system. The listener will hear the sounds, which reach Ringo from a 360-degree sphere, with accurate depth and spatial information. Again, Ringo does not contain traditional microphones. Instead, the unique design and ability to generate an appropriate reference tone provides the basis for recording or broadcasting the captured auditory information. For the listener, this method of recording does for the ears what holographic pictures does for the eyes. It is three-dimensional reality. Ringo replaces microphones in the recording of broadcast chains and can be connected to any common recording or broadcasting equipment with optimal results obtained through digital technology. Playback or broadcast is possible over headphones or any existing mono or stereo speaker system, with various levels of spatial effect. Optimal effects occur when two tracks, stereo, are played utilizing digital technology over headphones. and minimal effect when played over a single mono speaker. So there you have it, folks. I hope you have a wonderful time. And I'm not going to come back on. Actually, the show will be over after I say goodbye this time because there's nothing coming on after me. You'll have to scroll down the page and download a couple of the audio samples and listen to them. And I hope you have a wonderful week. If you get a chance, come out to the 25th anniversary Mensa conference and say hello. And next week's show will probably be the keynote address that I give at the Mensa conference from Saturday night. But if it turns out that I do not have enough time to get that show together, I'm just going to leave this HoloTalk show up for an additional week, and we will follow that up the following week with the keynote address at the Mensa conference. This is Frank DeFreitas for HoloTalk. Have a great week, and see you next week. Take care.